Bro, holy moly, I gotta tell you something. If you even care. I kind of find that most people do not. But like, dude, I don't know. I just want to like either throw it at you like 2 cents or give you the whole exposition, 5 paragraph, works cited, MLA. No, I'm talking fucking stinging nettles, bro. This fucking herb, stinging nettles, man. I've been eating it regularly, consistently, and like just like just a little bit ago, I had myself a good serving of nettles. Nettles, onion, duck egg, some spices in there, agua, a little butter, little oil, sesame, but just basically like lots of nettles, and some comfrey was in there, and just a few lamb's quarters leaves. I'm still waiting for them to get bigger, but the primary point here is the nettles, bro. And yeah, I'm just like, I mean, I've been studying it, right? I studied about it to some degree, and I was convinced this plant's important. And then, by grace, I managed to get some seeds and get them planted, and they grew. And they started out as one patch, and now they're just everywhere. And I'm just gonna keep planting them everywhere, just plant them everywhere forever, because like it's just like it's the most sensible thing to do. It's like, of all the millions of varieties of things to try to grow, nothing compares to nettle, bro. Nettle is just like the top notch. Like, I don't know, like probably the only thing up there with it is like cannabis. And actually there's a lot of super duper plants. I don't like to get into hierarchical like this and that and comparison, contrasting. But no, just like straight up bullet point, nettles is the super duperest ever. And I'm just like telling people this day in and day out, and no one fucking wants to eat it. No one wants to try it. No one wants to grow it. It grows itself. It just grows itself. It's like, to me, I think I stumbled upon the solution to like every problem. And it's like, I didn't discover anything, because actually my ancestors and everyone on this planet before this modern shit show we're a part of, they all knew about it. And it's just like crazy in this day and age. Everyone's looking for a solution, looking for healing, looking for nutrition, looking in all these fucking directions. And a simple, humble herb that will grow itself in abundance with ease is just like neglected and just kind of looked over and not really taken seriously. And it's just silly. I don't know what humans are doing. Their priorities are so mixed up. Humans' priorities are so mixed up. And it's like, the crux of our whole life is energy, right? And like for the most part, we fixate on food and eating. And the rabbit hole of energy and eating isn't what I really want to get into right now, But what I'm hinting at is that like less is more. And on the journey to less, the quality is what needs to be emphasized, and also the reduction of everything that is against the well-being. So you have the herbs to choose, you have the abundance of earth to choose in its pure, natural, unadulterated state. And by growing it, when you grow the plant and the plant, it's much different than ordering a bag of it from somewhere online or getting it at a store. Because actually, before you even cook the thing, before you even taste the thing, just being around it, it's interacting with your energy field, your being. So like, I'm out here and I'm just touching it. Oh, it just touched me. Like, this is mugwort, and every freaking leaf, like every freaking leaf is freaking vibrating, right? It's vibrating. There's frequencies, and boom, I touch it, boom. Like, I'm telling you, like, before I even eat the stuff, like the most pleasurable, fulfilling experience for me personally, in many ways, is like walking on earth and reaching to the earth and picking greens. Like, just to pick greens, to step out here and just have an endless supply of, to me, what is the best thing ever, like greens. Like, I love greens. I think greens are like the fundamental, most primary, superior food source. And like, I think a lot of people will say that's horse shit. That's just like rabbit shit. Like, you don't even, like, their leaves, their greens. It's like, nah, bro. Like, the greens are the meat, bro. You pick these greens, you cook them up, you dry them up, you eat them up, you smoke them up, you boil them up. The greens, they grow abundantly. They're the easiest thing to grow. And I believe they're really meant to be the freaking cornerstone, right? Because like if we get our shit together, if we like are in tune with what we're supposed to be doing on Earth, we're not supposed to be running this rat race. We're supposed to be like abiding in a garden. And what grows everywhere, it's green, you know? So you don't need like fucking 30 cheesesteaks and a gosh damn pizza burger. You fucking need a nice tree and some sunshine and freaking maybe have a vessel and maybe you have some fire and you have some clean water and you can just boil freaking greens forever and ever and ever. And your blood gets cleaner and cleaner and cleaner and you need less and less and less and you are more and more efficient and glad and happy and just irie. And that's what I'm going on right now because like I just feel fucking irie as hell right now. Ironically, irie is heaven. Heavenly irie in this hellhole of Earth. And like Earth really isn't a hellhole naturally, inherently, but like because of the choices of our free will, we've collectively created a really stupid parasitic system of slavery and bondage. And it's just like this thing was designed and we were made in the image to have a really wonderful time when we just turned it into a disaster. And you know, my answer to the disaster is that there are solutions and they grow for free, abundantly, no sweat, no problem. Greens. And the point of this is about the nettles, man, because I ate a bunch of them today and I just feel freaking really fantastic right now. I'm just like, wow. And here I am. Like my experience on Earth is like, wow, I figure out how to feel really well and really good. And I'd like to share that with people so that they can also feel really well and really good and be relieved of their suffering. But at the end of the day, I don't know. That's so far I've not been successful in really that at all. But, you know, at least for me, which is all that I've really come to that really matters. Because like as much as I want to do care for people, I found it's like very fruitless and vain to, you know, try to help people out. You know, like it's like you really can't teach anyone unless they want to learn. And if they want to learn, they're going to learn. It's that easy. It's like everything's available. It's all published. It's all accessible. You just have to want it. And then if you actually genuinely want it, then you don't need someone to tell you. You can seek it out, you know? And it's like you got books, you got the YouTubes, you got the whole internet, you got all these publishings, but like really, you could just eat the leaves. You just eat them. You just consume them. Because, you know, the other truth about food and everything we consume is it's really not about like calories. And the vitamins and minerals are important. But what we're totally missing is that there's an informational quality. There's information, okay? Information contained in these matrices, right? The plant is a magical being that somehow begins its journey as a little freaking pebble, and it ends up on the most stable thing you'll ever find, right? The earth. And somehow it hatches because it got wet. And somehow it's able to grab the sun, receive the sun, harness the sun, channel it through the earth, and springs up, and it just produces itself. It just replicates itself. It just grows. It grows. And it's been growing for a very long time. Pretty much forever, you know? So like the actual genesis of this world, how it really came to be, you know, we have our theories, but do we have any definitive conclusion? Not exactly. You know, because like, who was around, you know? And without getting into like the memories of the soul and just like these far out or far in sources of information, you know, if you want to get the real story of any situation, you're going to need witnesses, right? You want to have a witness testimony. And so who was there? Who was there when humans were popped up or dropped off or however we came to be? You know, the mystery of human birth. The chicken or the egg. I don't know. But if anybody knows, it's got to be these fucking plants, man. And the fucking mushrooms too. They got to know. So like that's what I'm trying to say is like the information encoded in these leaves is what everyone needs. You know? And I could probably go on. There's like a lot of more layers to all of this, but I'm going to get back to not talking to a camera and just like being. But I don't know, I just wanted to kind of get this energy onto this magical thing and share it with you. And like, if you want to also commune with Nettles, I've got it. You can have it. It's easy peasy. And like, if you don't live near me, you know, help me out with shipping and I'll send you the nettles and you can have your own lifetime supply of the best ever. Boom.